Welcome back to Overtime, everybody. Entering the home stretch with a 21-2 record, the Quincy Notre Dame softball squad is in regional tune-up mode and certainly had a postseason-worthy opponent on its hands this afternoon in Alton Marquette and outstanding pitcher Alexis Silkwood, who was unbelievably good today as she was striking out Raider after Raider. She was matched, though, by Aubrey Wilson, who has been incredibly good, especially when head-to-head with great pitchers. You saw her against Cheyenne Bowman earlier this week. Again, Aubrey at the height of her powers this past week. She was unbelievably good. I have not seen final stats, but I believe she ended up with a one-hitter on the day. This game went back and forth scoreless throughout. In fact, we'd have to go to extras because Silkwood and Wilson were dueling. We go to extras after drawing a two-out walk. Cassidy Gangenbacher steals second, setting the table for Kristen Gangenbacher, who's going to step to the plate. And this, my friends, sensational seven-worthy. That is a walk-off RBI single to win a 1-0 game. And Aubrey Wilson certainly deserved that today. So did Alexis Silkwood, but Aubrey Wilson better today as Quincy Notre Dame gets the win 1-0. Elsewhere on the day, Quincy Notre Dame pounds Porta 8-0. Aubrey Venverlo with a home run there. I mentioned Payson Seymour and Cheyenne Bowman. Big win over Porta today as Cheyenne had 11 strikeouts on the day. And Marquette, too much for Pittsfield. Loren Newingham with 2 hits in a losing cause. Your game of the day, at least in terms of action, Beardstown versus Brimfield. The Lady Tigers hit 4 home runs today to beat Brimfield, 2 of them by Mackenzie Fox. Nice win for Beardstown there, 16-14 in what was a football score. Brown County and Rushville Industry, they were exciting as well. Amy Curley, your hero of the day for the Hornets, as they were victorious over Rushville Industry. And Illini West takes out Western today, 16-7 again. Addison Ufkis, who swung a hot bat of late, had 5 RBIs in that game. Soccer now, Quincy Notre Dame trying to wrap up the Tom Baker Memorial Tournament and Shootout presented by Advanced Physical Therapy right here at Shannon Foley, splitting the defenders to give her team a 1-0 lead. Early second half, QD on the corner kick. Cassidy Foley hooking up with Alyssa Claney, who's going to come clean and knock this to the top of the crossbar and in right there to make it 2-0. Morton, though, is about to pull off a very nice comeback. Kayla Mueller going from the top to deep right there, scoring to make it 2-1. Then is Erin Tisdale from Morton as well, firing from the far post to knock one home as well. We're tied up at 2 midway through the second half. Then Morton would take the lead, 3 unanswered, as Kayla Campbell fires this one in on a line drive to make it 3-2 at that point. Q&E needing to hustle to rally under 2 minutes left. Another comeback today. This time Shannon Foley goes upper 90 to the near post, and that's just pretty. You be the judge what's prettier, that one or Abby Hoofendix. We've had 2 great ones this week, which I'm sure you'll see both of them on Sensational 7. UND earns the tie, hard-earned tie, 3-3 was your final there. Other scores of note to pass along today. I know this was Missouri District Track Championship today. We didn't get many scores called in, but we did get boys scores called in from Class 2 District 4, where Scotland County, despite competing with just 12 competitors, takes second place, beating out Macon along the way for that position. Centralia, your winner there. Want to mention from Scotland County that freshman Lucas Howard won the 300 hurdles, and the Tigers 4x400 meter relay team of Rod Sears, Sabe Sears, Zach Miller, and the aforementioned Mr. Howard was victorious there as well. So congratulations to the Tigers and the Centralia Panthers. Baseball today, Quincy University sweeps a pair from Rockhurst. Mitchell Fairley, the Quincy High product, winning game number 1 with 8 strikeouts. Game number 2. Game number 2 important for Josh Raby's team because, by virtue of that sweep, the Hawks clinched themselves a berth in the GLVC tournament. Congratulations to Josh Raby. His team still has 2 more games left to play tomorrow, but those immaterial in terms of the GLVC tournament, at least in terms of getting in. Seeding, though, still important. IPFW beats Western Illinois in baseball today 5-4. Also, Illinois College, a split with Knox, winning the first one 11-8, losing the second 9-4. John Wood today sweeping Spoon River Valley 13-1 on the road. John White with the complete game victory in game number 1. Looked like Luke Davis, our man from Keokuk, was going to set a new school record in game number 1 and go to 9-0. He left with a 5-3 victory. A couple of unearned runs cost him the chance for the decision, but Sean Grosnick comes on in relief. The Central Southeastern product gets the win there as John Wood wins 7-5. Those same teams meet tomorrow at John Wood. Also today, I want to mention in the HAC Championship, championships. We're going to go and cover this today over at Culver Stockton, which did a magnificent job of hosting the track and field. Unfortunately, just ran out of time with all the baseball and everything else going on today. Culver Stockton finishes 9th out of 9 teams on the men's side, but came forward with a nice showing. 4th place overall in the conference in the long jump, and your high showing of the day was on the girls' side. Jessica Weston today finished 2nd in the discus, and I believe 4th in the shot, so congratulations to her. Culver Stockton women end up finishing 9th on the day as well. Moving on now, Hannibal's Norwood Golf Course had a little different look to it this morning, as the lake that has served to steal so many away of my golf balls became more help than hazard. Part of a special and unique celebration of 2 Hannibal Pirates that America's hometown bid goodbye to way too soon.
Typically, Scott Cockrell's weapon of choice at Norwood's golf course is a driver or a 7-iron. But considering his quick strike success in this morning's Booster Club Fishing Derby, the pirate golfer is no slouch with a rod and reel either.
Well, it was my second cast, and I just fell a bite and set the hook, and there's a little fish on there.
The first fish of the day, no less, in a special event this morning to honor a pair of Scott's classmates, Danny Sawyer and J.D. Sheffield, who were killed in a car accident just last June. And Scott wasn't alone in trading Saturday sleep time to show his support.
It was the perfect idea to help raise money, but also just to honor the 2 boys and their memory, because they truly were fishermen. They love the outdoors. I always like to refer to them as sort of modern-day Tom Sawyers.
It means a lot to do this for J.D. and
Yeah, it does. Yes. It's important.
It is a little early in the morning. I'm surprised all the high school kids that are already out here. We probably have 20 more kids that are signed up to come, and we have some families out here. It's really, you're right, it's the perfect day for it.